Welcome back to Steins Gate. We left things with Okarin and Kurisu running indoors after a sudden downpour of rain, and they had been discussing world lines again, I think. I feel like that's been a topic of conversation a lot in the last few times I've played. So, yeah, we're just getting closer to Okarin making his final decision, this world line, to save Kurisu, or going over that 1% limit, going back to the other world line, the Alpha world line, and saving Mayuri at the cost of Kurisu's life. So we're just working towards that decision. Let's just keep going. What a surprise. That's what you get for tempting the sky gods. Now safely inside the building, we take a moment to catch our breath. It's been a week since Azuhar's time machine disappeared, but Radican is still closed. The lights are off, and it's pretty dark inside. You should have warned me sooner. Even my underwear's soaked. Same here. I bet you're glad it's dark, huh? What do you mean?
もしラジカンが営業していたら、今頃お前のあられもない姿が多くの人間の前にあらわにされていただろう。
If the lights were on, I'd be able to see everything. Even in the dim light, I can tell that Kurisu is scrambling to cover her chest.
あんたも変態だってこと忘れてた。
Oh, I forgot that you're a perv too.
自分から下着までびしょ濡れだと申告しておいてよく言う。
You're the one who announced that your underwear was wet.
これ以上口聞かないで。下着の色とかよくも妄想したな。許さないから。
Just drop it. If you're imagining what color my underwear is, I'll kill you.
妄想などしてない。
I'm not imagining anything. She's too self-conscious. But the color of her underwear, huh? Gotta be white.
冷えるか？
Cold?
だから脱いで乾かせって？ふざけないで。変態の手に引っかかるもんか。
I'm not stripping naked if that's what you're suggesting. Your pervy tricks won't work on me.
誰もそんなこと言ってないだろう。少し落ち着け。
Who said strip? Calm down, will you?
ま、たとえ服を脱いだとしても、この暗さだから案ずることはない。お前の貧相なヌード姿は誰にも見られることは。
But if you want to strip, go right ahead. I can't make out your scrawny figure in this light anyway.
それ以上喋ると、あんたの大脳神秘質をポン酢につけて、高級料亭で提供してやるんだから。
Another word and I'll make you eat your cerebral neocortex with ponzu sauce.
すまん。
Sorry. Please spare me that horror. Still, these wisecracks are a welcome distraction.
夕立ならすぐに止むわよね。それまで待つか。
A storm like that shouldn't last long. Guess we'll just wait it out. I see Kurisu's shadowy form move to sit on the staircase. I sit next to her.
なんで横に
Hey, get your own stair.
なんで
What?
喋るなと言ったのはお前だ、クリスティーナ。
You're the one who said not to speak.
あんまり近くに来ないでよ。
You're too close.
今ぐらいの距離が限界だから。これ以上離れるとは言わないけど、これ以上近づいたら押し返すからな。
Don't come any closer, okay? You can stay where you are, but come any closer and I'll push you away, okay? Our bodies gradually grow cold. We start shivering. Maybe I should take off my wet clothes. But if I do that, Kurisu will just call me a perv again. Better not. My eyes gradually adjust to the darkness. I can see Kurisu more clearly now. She's huddled up against the wall.
こっち見んな。
Don't look at me.
バカな。この暗さでは俺がどこを見ているかなどわからないはず。
Impossible. How can you see where I'm looking? Does she have infravision?
やっぱり見てたのか？
So you were looking. Damn, she used leading question on me. That's such a high-level technique. I avert my eyes from Kurisu and take off my lab coat. That's when I notice my coat is torn at the shoulder.
屋上から避難した時にどこかに引っ掛けたか？
Damn, must have caught on something when we ran inside.
何の話？
What are you talking about?
いや、上着の肩口が破れかけていた。
Just a little tear in my coat.
岡部ってドジっ子だったの？
Is clumsiness one of your character traits?
俺はマッドサイエンティスト属性であってドジっ子属性など持っていない。
Don't be ridiculous. I'm a mad scientist. I bear the curse of insanity, not clumsiness. It seems like forever since I've talked to Kurisu as Hoen Kyoma.
はいはい。
Yeah, yeah. Kurisu suddenly holds out her hand.
ほら、貸しなさいよ。
Give it here.
何？
What?
ちょうどソーイングセット持ってるから縫ってやると言っている。
I happen to have a sewing kit with me. I'll stitch it up for you.
ソーイングセットだと？お前が？
A sewing kit? You?
悪いか。
Something wrong with that? I hand over my coat as asked.
実験大好きっ子のくせにそんな家庭的なものを？
You're an experiment-loving girl. You're not supposed to be domestic.
実験大好きっ子であると同時に家庭的な女の子かもしれないじゃない。
Can't I be a domestic experiment-loving girl?
家庭的な女の子なのか？
You? Domestic?
相対的に見れば家庭的かもね。と言っても日本の女子高生の家庭的女の子指数がどれくらいか知らないけど。
Relatively, maybe. Well, actually, I don't know the domesticity index for Japanese high school girls these days. There's an index for that? First I've heard of it. Kurisu skillfully threads the needle, despite the darkness.
濡れてるから針が通りにくいな。
It's wet, so it's kinda hard to thread. It's still impressive, honestly. Like, I sewed for a while back when I did cosplay. I don't do that anymore. But even then, I was so bad at threading any needle. Like, even the ones on the sewing machines that had, like, needle thread assistant things. I was terrible at it. Definitely would never be able to do it in the dark.
本当に偶然持っていたのか？
Did you really just happen to have that on you?
しつこい。そんなに私がソーイングセット持ってたら悪いの？
Get over it already. Is it really so wrong for me to have a sewing kit?
悪いとは言っていないが、まるで狙ったかのようだったからな。
It's not wrong. It just seemed like you planned for this.
つまりあんたが服を破ってしまうのを見越してあらかじめ用意していたって言ってもらいたいんですね。わかります。
So you're saying I brought it with me because I somehow knew your coat was going to get ripped? Uh-huh.
そんなわけあるか。
Ridiculous.
それと勘違いしないでほしいんだけど、別に好きで縫ってあげてるわけじゃないんだからね。
And before you get the wrong idea, I'm not fixing your coat because I want to or anything. Okay?
出たな、ツンデレセリフ。
Nice tsundere line.
茶化すな。あんたが偶然服を破って、私は偶然ソーイングセットを持っていた。だから縫ってあげている。それだけ。
Don't mock me. You just happened to tear your clothes and I just happened to have a sewing kit handy when you did. It's coincidence, that's all.
偶然ね。
Coincidence.
まさかお前タイムリープしているということはないよな。
Hey, you didn't time leap, did you?
つまりあんたが服を破ってしまったからタイムリープして事前にソーイングセットを用意したって言ってもらいたいんですね。わかります。
So now you're saying that I went back in time for the sole purpose of repairing your stupid lab coat? Uh-huh.
そんなわけあるか、そんなわけあるか。大事なことなので2回言いました。Understand?
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. There. It's so important I said it twice. Comprende?
確かにわざわざタイムリープして対策を練るならばソーイングセットではなくタオルを用意しておくのが先だからな。
You're right. If you had time leaped, you would have brought a towel, not a sewing kit.
何それ、皮肉？文句ばっかり。
What's that, sarcasm? All you do is complain. After working for a while, Kurisu cuts the string with her teeth, then hands me back my coat.
ほら。
Here.
ありがとう。
Thanks.
出来については暗くて確認できないけど。
By the way, it was dark, so I couldn't really see.
もし仮に出来が悪くても、私の腕のせいじゃない。この暗さのせいよ、きっと。
If it turns out bad, it's not my fault. It was dark. That's all.
ちなみに、糸の色についても何が出るかお楽しみに。
Oh, and I hope you like the color, because I have no idea which thread I used.
色もランダムなのか。
It's random?
黒か赤かピンク。確率は3分の1。
Black, red, or pink. Those are the three possibilities.
せめてピンクが出ないように祈ろう。
Let's just hope it's not pink.
寒いか？
Cold?
まあね。
I guess.
俺の上着を羽織るか？
Take my coat.
それだって濡れてるでしょ。
But it's wet.
まあそうだが。
Well, yeah, but... Silence again. The words flow so naturally when it's just harmless banter, but 1 second of silence and suddenly we have nothing to say. It must be because of what happened yesterday. I'm so desperate to avoid the topic that nothing seems safe. I know I need to say something, but what?
結論は出た。
Have you made your decision yet? Her voice is barely a whisper, but I can hear her clearly in the silence of the empty stairwell. I look at Kurisu. She's hugging her knees to her chest, presumably against the cold. My decision. I know what she means. That's why I can't answer.
まだ悩んでるの？
You still haven't made up your mind?
あんたってまゆりのこと好きなんでしょ？
You like Mayuri, don't you?
何？
What? Where did that come from? Kurisu keeps staring into the darkness.
ただの錯覚かもしれないけど、私の心の中に奇妙な記憶というかデジャブみたいなものがある。
It's probably just my imagination, but lately I've been seeing things. Like a strange sort of deja vu.
そこではあんたはまゆりを助けようと必死になってて、一人で傷つきながらそれでも前に突き進もうとしてるの。
In these visions, you're fighting to save Mayuri all by yourself. You never give up, no matter how much it hurts. Kurisu too?
そんな岡部が私に相談をしてきて、そのひたむきに頑張っている姿を見て、私も力になってあげたいと思ったり。
Then you come to me for help. You're so desperate, so earnest. Then I just have to do what I can.
別にあんたを助けたいって思ったわけじゃないからな。私はあくまでまゆりを助けたいだけであって。
Not that I'm doing it for you, okay? I just want to save Mayuri, that's all.
とにかく私にはなぜかそんな錯覚が記憶のように残ってる。
Anyway, these images are stuck in my head, like memories. So Kurisu's the same. She still has faint memories from previous world lines.
自己分析してみたけど、夢で見たものを現実と思い込んでるのか、単なる願望か、それぐらいの結論しか出なかった。
I tried self-analysis. Maybe I'm mistaking dreams for reality, projecting my hopes and fantasies. I don't know.
ただ、これだけははっきりしてる。
But there's one thing I do know.
あんたはマユリを助けるべきなのよ。
You have to save Mayuri.
怖くないのか？
Aren't you afraid? To save Mayuri, I must undo the current world line. If I do that, Kurisu will die.
なんだか廃墟に迷い込んだみたい。
You know, it kind of feels like we're trapped in an ancient ruin. Kurisu suddenly changes the subject. She looks around the dark, empty stairwell.
まるで世界中の電源が切られて、
Like the world ended.
私たちだけ取り残されたみたい。
And we're the only two people left.
ふと思うんだ。
I've been thinking.
もしあんたがベータ世界線に行ったとする。みんなも一斉にそっちに移動するとしたら。
Say you go to the beta world line, and everyone else goes with you.
私だけは移動できない。私だけが取り残される。
What if I can't go with you? What if I'm the only one left behind?
そしたら世界中がこの場所みたいになっちゃうのかな。
Would the entire world become like this place?
所詮これも仮説の一つだけど。
It's just a theory, but I can't help but wonder.
俺は
I need to say it.
お前も救う。マユリだけじゃなくて、お前も。
I'll save you. Not just Mayuri, but
できもしないこと言わなくていい。
don't make promises you can't keep. Kurisu cuts me off sharply, then buries her face in her knees.
怖くないかってさっき聞いた。
You asked me if I wasn't afraid.
怖いに決まってるでしょ。
Of course I'm afraid.
自分が消えるかもしれない。自分だけが取り残されるかもしれない。
Maybe I'll disappear. Maybe I'll be left behind all alone.
あるいはあんただけがこの世界線からいなくなるかもしれない。
Or maybe only you will disappear and everything else will stay the same.
誰もあんたがいなくなったことを認識してない世界がずっと続いていって、私は何事もなかったかのようにアメリカに帰るかもしれない。
The world will continue and nobody will even know that you existed. I'll go back to America as if nothing ever happened.
かもしれない。かもしれない。かもしれない。
Maybe. Maybe.
そんないろんな可能性を考えて、その度に絶望的な気分になる。
I feel hopeless just thinking about all the possibilities.
でも
But even so, Kurisu raises her head and spears me with her glare.
だからマユリを見殺しにしろなんて言えると思う？
Do you think I would tell you to let Mayuri die?
クリス。
もうなんか寒いな。
Jesus, it's cold. Kurisu grabs her own arms. In the darkness, I see her shoulders shaking.
濡れてる服着てる青年。たく。
It's because of these wet clothes. This sucks.
ダメだ。こんなの全然論理的じゃない。仮説にすらなってない。全部根拠のない妄想。こんなしょうもない妄想を垂れ流す脳の機能をカットしてやりたい。
Anyway, enough of this nonsense. It's nothing but conjecture, baseless, worthless. I want to cut open my skull and excise the part of my brain that comes up with these delusions. Now she's talking to herself in an angry tone. Kurisu has always been calm when faced with the unknown. I admired her for that. I thought she was facing this calmly too. But I was wrong. Behind her cool facade, she was struggling to cope with the knowledge that her very existence was in jeopardy. She was fighting that fear all alone, and now it has finally come to the surface. Of course she's afraid. However brilliant she may be, she's still just an 18-year-old girl. Kurisu abruptly stands up. I realise that I no longer hear the sound of rain pounding on the roof.
聞いて、岡部。
Listen, Okabe.
両方救うのは無理。そうでしょ。
You can't save both of us, correct?
どうあがいたって、確率は2分の1なの。
No matter how you struggle, it's one or the other.
だが
But
だがじゃない。私の結論は変わらない。
no buts. My answer won't change.
マユリを助けて。
Save my Yuri. I hear the pain in her voice, and also the resolve. Kurisu has made up her mind. I look away and clench my fists. My nails dig into the palms of my hands.
そう簡単に諦めろっていうのか。お前を見捨てろっていうのか。
Are you telling me to give up? To abandon you?
そんなのできるはずがないだろう。
I could never do that.
できるかできないかじゃない。あんたをやらなくちゃいけない。それしか道はない。
You can and you must. There's no other way.
ダメだ。お前は俺たちの大切な仲間だ。俺はお前も見捨てない。
No, you're a friend. I won't abandon you.
岡部。
Kurisu drops to her knees and grabs me by the collar. I gasp for breath as she stares into my eyes. Her eyes are hard and stern. It's always like this when she scolds me. Always the same glare.
他に解決策があるの？ないんでしょ。
Is there another solution? There isn't, is there?
私はマユリを犠牲にしてまで生きていたくない。
I don't want to live if it means sacrificing my Yuri.
もしマユリを助けなかったらあんたを一生恨むから。
If you don't save her, I'll never forgive you. This can't be happening. I hate this choice with no right answer. I hate the universe for being so cruel. And most of all, I hate myself for forcing Kurisu to speak these words when she is the one with the most to lose. Tears well up in my eyes, but I bite my lip and hold them back. Is there really no other way? I can't bear it. I look straight back at Kurisu as she holds me by the collar and tightly embrace her slender body. Her clothes are still wet from the rain, but all I feel is warmth radiating from the core of her being.
お前はここにいるのに。
But you're right here.
こんなのあんまりだ。
Why does it have to be this way? Tension drains from her back and her hands. She gives her whole body to my embrace.
ありがとう。私のためにそこまで苦しんでくれて。
Thank you. I know you're hurting for me.
でももう十分。私は大丈夫だから。あとはマユリのことだけ考えて。
But you've done enough. I'm fine. So just think about my Yuri, okay? Despite her fear, Kurisu has made her choice. It's time for me to do the same. I need to decide, here and now, the future of the world. Which friend to let die. Holding Kurisu tightly, I whisper into her ear.
すまない。
I'm sorry. A meaningless apology.
俺は まゆりだけはどうしても救いたいから。
I want to save Mayuri more than anything. These words are a death sentence, but I force myself to speak them. It takes every ounce of willpower I possess.
お前を助けられない。
I can't save you. I know. When I finish, I feel as if a great weight has left my shoulders, and at the same time, as if 1,000 needles are stabbing into my heart. Kurisu weakly returns my embrace. Then she lets go and stands up.
さてと。
Well then. There's already a look of relief on her face.
先に帰る。
I'm heading back.
帰るってどこへ？
Back? Where? To America?
ラボに決まってるでしょ。服を乾かさないと。シャワーも浴びたいし。
The lab, of course. I need to dry my clothes. I want to take a shower too. In that case, we should go back together. But before I can suggest it, Kurisu beats me to the punch, as if she read my mind.
あんたはそこでずぶ濡れのまましばらく待ってて。
You stay here and soak for a while.
わかった？
Understand? We can't go back together. That's her verdict.
わかった。
Understand? I hang my head and shut my eyes. Kurisu's footsteps fade into the distance. I wrap my arms around my body. Even though it's summer and sweltering hot, I can't stop my body from shaking. I realise that part of me is relieved that Kurisu left alone. At least I won't have to face her again, to look upon the face of the girl I chose to die. I'm a coward. My self-loathing echoes in the darkness. Okay, I'm going to check this mail that I've received and then we're going to leave it here. Just because, you know, it's been nearly half an hour and I can't imagine that whatever scene is about to happen is going to be short. Oh, it's from Kurisu. See you. Cease to inquire what the future has in store and take as a gift whatever the day brings forth. Horace, Italian philosopher. I'm going back to my hotel. Do what needs to be done. Good night. Okay, that feels very final. So, oh, I can't even close this. Right. Yeah, we're going to leave it there. That was a emotional conversation. I feel a bit weird about the whole thing because obviously, I've said this before, it's obviously a tough choice for Okarin to have to make, or even for Kurisu to have to make once she knew about it. What I feel strange is sort of this game, Kurisu has a lot of agency in this game. She's, you know, Okarin talks to her about what's going on and he asks for her help, and she is very aware of what is happening and what choices need to be made, you know, as aware as she can be when she's not also time traveling. And he is actively kept Mayuri out of everything. Mayuri has no idea what is going on, and I understand why. You know, Mayuri, yeah, it can't be good to be told, by the way, you're going to die at this time or at this date. So she's kind of just been completely left out of everything. And now they're essentially making a decision that involves her life without her input at all. Like, Kurisu has been involved. Kurisu has been able to say, I want you to choose Mayuri. I can't live with myself if you choose me over her. You know, which, it's a very, for the lack of a better word, noble thing to do. And I also feel it would kind of put Okarin back in the same position, because if Mayuri knew what was going on, I imagine she would say, let me die and save Kurisu as well. So, you know, it wouldn't make things any easier, but it does kind of feel like Mayuri's just been completely left out, completely oblivious, and these big decisions about her life are being made without any input or knowledge from her, which I find a bit like I said, I understand why she's been left out, but it just feels a bit, I can't think of the word, but yeah, I don't know if that message means that when we pick this up next time we're going to be making that decision and just seeing how it ends. I mean, it does definitely feel like it is ramping up to that end game, whatever it is. And, you know, Kurisu has already said, I've made my choice, you have to make the same choice, essentially. So, if that is what we're doing next time, it's probably not going to be an easy read. But yeah, we will leave it here for today. Just a quick update as well on what I'm planning to do when I finish this. So, my current plan is whatever ending I get, following that I'm going to Google like a flowchart or a spoiler-free walkthrough that essentially says, just follow these steps to get the other endings. And I'm just going to record that. So a lot of it's just going to be skipping through really fast. Like, I'm not going to be reading stuff that I've already read before, but anytime it slows down, goes to the this is new text, which I'm assuming it has. I've played other visual novels where it does that. We'll read through them and then keep going. At some point doing that as well, I want to do the Suzuha ending, because that's the ending that I missed. That was the first branch we had and I didn't really understand how it worked. So we'll skip through, we'll get that ending, reload back in, and keep going until the end, and just see what happens. So that's the plan. I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching.